Sometimes you may have like belief that you are not even aware of.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I think most of them we are not aware of.
exactly. So you need to really deep dive, go deep inside yourself to really understand and know that okay, I want to do this, but this is contrary. But because if you talk to people, everyone is dreaming. If you see someone who is poor, everyone will tell you that I'm dreaming to become rich. At least
Yeah,
with the
not
mouth, they will say that. But the second part, they won't do it.
which is what is the second part?
I mean, the part that requires you from okay, I want to be rich. What should I do, or which type of belief do I have that are contrary to the fact that I want to be rich? The thing that you were talking about. That
Yeah, but I think if you don't understand the importance of what is going on in your mind, you will not even wonder what is the belief because for most of us it's just thoughts. So we mostly believe in what can I do to get what I want. We don't really focus on what is going on in our minds.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if you don't believe that if you don't know or if you don't have the awareness that what is going on in your mind can affect your real life, you will not even try to dig inside of yourself.
Uh, where do you start?
If you just listen to your thoughts, you
How?
you learn. Just you know when you think of something, right?
Yeah.
So most of the times for me, for example, if I want to do something or to be something or to go somewhere, there are some like almost thoughts that are not yours. Like you're not thinking them consciously, but they
Mhm.
just come. And usually they are very strong. So if you try to explore why am I having this thought, you might find that okay, it's because I actually believe this. And if you dig, you will see that maybe I took this from my father or from my family or from my friends or something. So let's say, for example, if I believe that I'm a stupid person, right? And I believe that to build a company, I need to be smart. Every time when I will try to build that company, I'll have thoughts that will come like, I'm not that smart, or I'm stupid, or why are you doing this, or you're so stupid. So, but sometimes, most of the time, we try to ignore these thoughts, but they are actually telling us a lot about our beliefs, what
Yeah.
we believe about ourselves and about our world. So, I think it's not that complicated. It's just listen to your thoughts. You'll be surprised what you will learn. Yeah. What do you think?
Interesting. Yeah. I think that we need to listen and be aware because say, most of the time, because we are living in everyone is busy, everyone is running.
Yeah.
We are always yeah, everyone is running like a chicken without a head, sort of. And we don't
Including you.
yeah, me sometimes or most of the time, maybe. So we don't really take the time to try to really understand what is going on, or let's say we are facing a failure for it.
Yeah.
It's easier to say, okay, it's because of this person, because of the government, because of that.
Yeah.
But we don't, because it's not comfortable. Those type of discussion, or those type of uh,
Introspection.
yeah, it's not easy. People don't Human don't like those. It's not fun to be to accuse yourself.
Mm.
So it's easier to find an outside uh, reason or excuse to hide, maybe consciously or unconsciously. So that's why it's hard. I think it's hard for people to do that, to
Mm.
be aware and try to work on themselves and avoid finding.
Yeah, what you just said reminds me of what we were talking about. You said that it's easier to find to not look into ourselves for uncomfortable truth, right? It's easy for us to try to look away from uncomfortable truth about ourselves, right?
Yeah.
So that reminds me again of what we were discussing earlier, the fact that we tend to be short term minded. So
Yes.
on the short term, it's easy because if you try to focus on why am I stupid, you feel small thinking about why
Yes.
you feel like you're stupid, right?
Mm.
But so since it is easy on the long term, we try to just do whatever is easy on the long term. So it it reminds me again about that aspect of us where we try to focus on whatever is easy on the long term. But
Yeah.
most of the time, what is easy on the long term is not always beneficial over the long run, or even easy on the long run. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Thinking on the long term is quite challenging because you is a thing that they call delay gratification.
yeah,
So it's easier to to have like a pleasure on the short term than delaying for a future you.
yeah,
So that's why, and it's really most of the time it's harder because you need to make those sacrifices instead to expect a better life tomorrow.
yeah,
So it's harder to do that than just eating now and just doing now
yeah,
because you, let's say you have a food now and someone tell you don't eat now or eat half of it and you eat the rest tonight.
mm,
It's easier for you to just eat it all and say, because you're going to think, okay, what if someone steal it? What if so it's easier for you to to get gratified on the short term than the long
yeah,
term. Yeah.
yeah. So how would you advise one to try to tackle that issue? How do
Mm.
you deal with that issue personally?
Um, it's not like I'm always thinking on the long term. It happens to think on the short term too.
Yeah. So how do you manage it?
I think that for me, the more important is trying to be aware of when I'm thinking on the long term versus the short term, and try
Mm,
to remind myself that no, yeah, you are just going to enjoy this now, but what after?